Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And welcome back to another Amazon Live. Appreciate everybody for jumping in on today's Amazon Live. All the love wherever you're watching from. And in today's video, guys, I'll be showing y'all the ultimate Amazon desk setup. And these are stuff that I use and I still have today. So, guys, I have around 10 to 11 products for you, and we're going to break down each and every one of them and letting you know what's the best one for you. Some of these are going to have deals, some won't. But without further ado, I will have a few notes over here. We're going to watch the full video together. And also, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on all these products. For the start of the video, I want to let you already know I am not sponsored by any stream, so none of this will be unbiased or biased towards these products. So none of these will be biased towards the products. So let's get on into the first product I want to start with, and it's going to be the Fifine Ampli-Gain mic. And I do have a few notes right here, guys, that we will be taking into, and let's bring up the video. First, we're going to take a listen on the video, then I'll give y'all what's my thoughts on this microphone. Oh, I believe it's here. Oh, let's switch over here. Sure, we can all this audio.
For over a year on Twitch, on YouTube, and Kick, guys. So I've tried out a bunch of different mics, and when I say this is the best when it comes on the budget mic, it is the best. The Fifine PC gaming mic. Not only is it cheap and affordable, guys, and for that price range versus the sound quality, none matches this mic. The third reason is this mic is durable, guys. I've had this mic for over 2 years now, and it's still working great. The colors didn't even fade. This is a white, guys, and the colors didn't fade, and I've dropped this bad boy a couple times. Number 4 is the aesthetic of this mic. It's so beautiful. The color, how it looks, the design, and it's so easy to handle. I love the tap to mute button, which also makes the RGB lights disappear once you press that mute button. So look at this. So no more worrying if did I mute my PC mic? Nah, you just tap it once the lights disappear. Yeah, I've never ran into the problem of accidentally muting my mic or leaving my mic on because this feature, guys. So I would definitely recommend getting this mic because that price, that sound quality.
All right, guys, so about this mic, I do have it right here. Let's switch on back to the scene. So about this mic, I do have it right here, and I still use it sometimes as a secondary mic. I've had it for that video was about 2 years ago. So this mic is probably been in my repertoire 4 years now, guys. And at the back, you do have a USB-C connection. It's a bit more beat up now because I've had it for a long while, but it got liquid all over it. A little bit of scuffs mark, but nothing much. It still works good. It's still a solid mic. I honestly don't really see the difference between this and my mic that I'm using right now, but you do have the turn up knob at the bottom. It is only USB type C also, but it is not Go XLR. So if you have an XLR cable, it won't work. It does have a lot of stuff so you can stick it on a boom arm. So this is the design. This is how it looks right now. And all you have to do is tap the top to mute it, and then it should be good. But guys, this is still a mic I would definitely recommend to someone if they want to get into streaming, and this is the best budget mic in my opinion when it comes on to sound quality and aesthetics. This is one that will go down legendary, and it also comes with a stand, so if you don't have a boom arm, all you have to do is screw in the stand, and then this mic is good to go. So guys, let me know, what do you think? They also have 20% off right now. Shout out to Fifine for always hooking up your boy properly. Stream is not sponsored, but shout out to them because they came in clutch for your boy. Let me make sure I have all this data up so I can see it, guys. Perfecto. Let me bring it right up here. And let's take another look at the video while I get this fixed, guys. Give me like 2 seconds and I'll go on to the next product, which is going to be the solution USB, which is going to be the solution speaker. This is a speaker that I am using right now. Let's pull up the video so you guys can see how the speaker looks. All right, so guys, this is the Solution R60 speaker. Already you can see the design. It does have RGB lights at the bottom. They like hover under the bottom. You got a turning knob on the side and you can control it. It can connect by Bluetooth, via aux cable, and also by cord. For me, I connected it by cord to my PC. It's what I use right now, so unfortunately I won't be able to disconnect it, but you can see a good test here and you can see a good look. I will let you listen into the audio test, but also we do have a few notes about this speaker. And for this price range, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I was impressed on how good this speaker does for the price. It's a bit bigger, but bigger, that's what she said. Bigger ain't always bad, bro. Like, bigger isn't always bad. It fits in good because it has a triangular shape, so I can kind of like, it sits under my monitor. Like you can see in that video, it sits under my monitor pretty good. So let's pull up the notes and let's talk more about it. So guys, it's compact. It's an alternative. Instead of having two large speakers, has that built-in RGB light that matches your gaming setup, and it sets up nicely. There is different RGB modes, so if you don't want it too bright, if you want it to control, like, you know, those lights that are adjusted based on the sound, how intense the sound is, you can do that. It is USB power, so you can keep it simple. Bluetooth gives you the additional wireless listening audio, so it's great for gaming, YouTube, movies. It's a good upgrade to a monitor if you don't like those built-in speakers like your boy. And guys, this is the one that's less about your office meeting, and it gives you more of that gaming vibe because of those RGB lights, but it's not too standing out because it's so easy to turn off. So guys, let's take a listen to the sound test and let y'all be the judge of this. RGB lights, we're taking a look at the R60 by Solution computer speaker. RGB lights, we're gonna get on into the sound testing on the unboxing. So guys, let me know what you think about it. One other thing I really like about the R60, guys, is you're able to customize the RGB lights. You guys, first we're gonna test out the R30. This is the smaller brother. So we're gonna do a test sound quality on the bigger brother and show y'all how it sounds. Today we're taking a look at the R60. So already, guys, you can see that it is about 30% louder than the previous R30s, and I do recommend the R30s if you want a more lighter, aesthetically white looking speaker, but this is about 30% louder. And as I said, Solution, they come in clutch, man. They're pretty cheap speakers and they sound good enough for your PC. But let's get on into the next. Speaking of PC, let's get on into my PC case that I use, which is the Geometric Future M5. Let's pull up the video. Let's go. All right, let's take a listen first before we read the points. Look what just came in, the Geometric Future M5 white case. This thing looks insane already. This white finish looks gorgeous. Check out the tempered glass panels, completely toolless. You can just pop them off. No screws, no stress. Perfect if you upgrade often. Inside the case is a monster. It supports a 120mm radiator, up to 10 fans, and is already comes with 5 140mm dB fans pre-installed, airflow, lighting, everything handled. You got the full eATX motherboard support space for up to 460mm GPU. Basically any high-end build you want will fit in here. Plus, it has that thick steel frame. This might be one of the cleanest white case I've ever looked at. All right, so guys, already you just take a look at the Geometric Future M5. You can see it is a white case. Most of my internals are black, but you're not looking at the internals, take a more look at the case. So already has 5 pre-installed RGB fans, and I didn't have to set up any of this. I know nothing about PC. I don't know how to build a PC properly, and these fans already come daisy chained, pre-installed. All you have to just do is connect them to one switch and all the fans work. So if you're somebody that's a bit lazy when it comes on into building PC, but you do want a powerful PC, this works out for you. But let's read some of the notes, because it's a large mid-tower design, especially for those serious PC setups. It supports eATX and ATX build, a tempered glass design, so it lets you show off all the components. It also has a display podium inside of the case. I'll see if I can show you guys. There you go, that little white part there where you can put like a teddy bear or whatever you want to show off there. You can put a screen or something in the case. It also has a 420 millimeter radiator that is supported in the top of the position. So it's toolless, by the way, guys. You don't need to use, there's no screws. You can just pop off everything. You can pop off where the power module go. You can pop off where the glass is. So you don't need no form of like screwdrivers to install any of this stuff. And it's a great centerpiece if you like RGB. They come in different colors like white, orange, green, and black. You got green and black, orange and black, fully white. And guys, this case is the first thing that people actually see when they're looking at your gaming setup. Unfortunately, your boy is not strong enough to pick up the entire PC to show you guys, but I do have it linked down below if you do want to check it out. They're a pretty inexpensive case brand, because we already know that PC stuff is expensive right now, but they're pretty inexpensive compared to a lot of other cases, and they look nice. My case, I don't know when I'm gonna plan on changing this case anytime soon, or if I do, but if I do, I blew you too. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, pause. So it's good. What's my favorite thing about this case is definitely how it's toolless, so I don't need to remove stuff, and the fans are so easy, already come pre-set up. But let's get on into the next product, which is one I recommended last stream, but I had to do it this stream again since we're talking about technology and stuff for your best deck setup. Where is it? It's right here. So it should be right here. So guys, this is a multifunctional cleaning kit. All right, so this cleaning kit has a keyboard clean brush. It has a keyboard puller that you use to pull out your keys. You have this thing that you can push in your earpods to clean them out. You also have this thing that you can push in your ear, the side part of your earpads, to get out gunk and debris. And I think this is like a rubber, like an eraser, like, so you can like rub it on your screen or wherever to erase fingerprints. You got another smaller brush to get between those creases, and it comes with a water spray bottle. And guys, just like this, I can just pop everything back in. On the back side, you got like a screen cleaner. You got a screen cleaner. And guys, the good thing is you can just pop this in your pocket and you're gone. And this is the only thing you need. You go to a Starbucks, you go to a restaurant, you go to anywhere, and you bring your tech, your gear, your laptop, and you just want to use your laptop or not worry about dust, debris. This is the perfect thing. You're going to visit grandma, you bring this with you, you keep your stuff clean without carrying a bunch of wiping cloth or any of that. Just like this is the only toolkit you need. Let's talk about some of the talking points that we got here on this product. Where is it? So I think I put the notes somewhere here. And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me them. I have no problem answering any questions, and I appreciate everybody for showing up on every one of my live streams, even if it's your first time here. Welcome on in. I'm Storm Allen. I own Storm Buys, you know. We be grinding, we be on timing, we be lining. All right, so let's find this cleaning kit. All right, so It is here. So it's a one compact cleaning kit. It replaces several different cleaning tools. It's useful for cleaning mechanical keyboards, your laptop monitors, your phones, your earbuds. The small brushes are great for getting in between those keys, screen cleaning. It's a perfect, inexpensive accessory for a gamer, for a student, or anyone with a desk setup. So before you buy another keyboard, just make sure you look underneath the keyboard, or before you sell your old keyboard, make sure you clean it out properly so you can make some more money when you do sell it. All right. So that is, and they do have 15% off down below. So if it's now is your time, if you want to get one, you can grab one. But even if you can't buy nothing, thank you for just being here on these streams. I'm grateful for everyone that actually comes out and shows their support on these streams. But let's get on into the next product, which is the Vision Test Tech wireless mic, wireless mouse. So for this one, I want to let you already know, guys. I'm already going to let you guys know it is connected by micro USB. That is the biggest drawback for this mouse, but it is a great looking gamer mouse when it comes on to the design, the RGB lights in the dark. So it does come with RGB lights at the front, and they run like a line down and make this cool ass design. For some reason, I don't think I highlighted it in this video, as this was, oh, there we go, because this was one of the first products I did review. So you can see it's not the best quality this video, but you can do see that the RGB light design. So if you're okay with having micro USB, I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm fine with having a few micro USB cables around. So if you're okay with that, this is definitely a mouse that you can still check out, and we do have it right here in the setup. So let's turn it on. I did switch over to another mouse that I will be highlighting more of already right now. If you do join Amazon Prime, you do get this on a discount. The battery might be dead, but I do also love the tactile clickiness, the quietness clickiness of this mouse, and how the scrolling wheel feels. It has a little bit of a groove design on the scrolling wheel. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but there's like a groove design, and it makes it like a nice grit sound when you press it. So kind of satisfying. You can turn the RGB lights off, and you do have a couple of buttons right here on the side if you do want to have those additional buttons, and another button up here at the top to control the DPI. So as you can see, I've had it for a couple of years, and it's a bit more beaten up, but it's still a mouse I would recommend to anybody that's want to get into gaming, who likes the gaming RGB look, because this screams gamer. This is the dragon, all that stuff. It screams gamer. It is not for everybody, but if it's for you, you'll know it's for you. But let's take a listen to the audio. Charge this bad boy once, twice a week, or the most, guys. The battery life is perfect. Second thing, guys, the RGB lights, I don't know if you can see them pretty good, but they are all over here, guys. I'll show you all how it looks. They're beautiful, they're stunning. The design of the mouse. The third thing I do love about it is the DPI settings, guys. So you got 3 different DPIs you can choose from, guys, and we're ranging from anywhere between 800 to 1600 for gamers, guys. So this is a fast bad boy. You do have the control to turn off the RGB lights if you do want to, guys, or you can keep them on. The Vision Tech wireless gaming mouse, guys. I've been using this mouse for the past. So guys, let me know what you think of that mouse, but we do have another few mouses for you to check out, which is going to be courtesy of one of the mouses that I used for a long time. Let me make sure I got the video here. Where do I go to find this video? I think I have this video saved somewhere else. You'll be here with your boy. So it is right here. So here it is. And this one, let's take a listen to the audio. Got this ergonomic vertical mouse review. So let's get on into the unboxing, and thank you for them for sending me this product. You're gonna get my unbiased opinion. On the box, pretty standard box design. You have the USB Type-C, which is a long cable, so I do love. They do have multiple different colors to choose from. I went with the purple and green color. The ergonomic vertical design I was talking about.
rechargeable batteries. You got that adjustable DPI from 800 to 1600 DPI settings. You also got that 6-button access all on the mouse, so it includes a forward and backwards button. So let me know, guys, what do y'all think about this product?
Amazon review. Today we got this ergonomic
guys, so this is the Lekavy ergonomic vertical mouse, and I know the design looks weird compared to a traditional mouse because it's like set up, but guys, vertical mouses are not a myth. They are great products because instead of bending your hands like this, you set your hands like this in a handshaking mode, and it makes your hands more comfortable. It makes your wrist less strained trying to turn it around, and your shoulders less strained. So I would recommend everybody, once you're around a computer for a good time, or PC, a laptop, get yourself a vertical mouse. It's gonna save you a lot of the tendonitis, arm pain. I don't know what's the right name for it, but it's a very affordable vertical mouse. You do have the power on at the bottom, power off. Also, you got the dongle to plug into your PC or your laptop. So guys, this weighs roughly around 95 grams, and it has DPI settings of 800, 1200, and 1600. Guys, also it's rechargeable, so you don't have to instantly dispose. There's no batteries, and the battery was good enough. I probably charge it like once a week, so you'll never get tired of our ergonomic mouse once you start using them. At first, it might be a little bit weird, but once you start using something like the Lekavy for a long time, you cannot go back to the traditional mouse. And this is the mouse that got me to switch to vertical mouses, guys. So it's a huge dub on my book. And for the price, I ain't complaining. Well, let's get on into my daily driver mouse that I use right now throughout the day. And it is called the Deluxe. Let's bring it up right now. All right, so I think I have it right here. These videos always go loose. All right, so it is the Deluxe Seeker, guys. Let's get on into that video. Actually does. This is the Deluxe Seeker vertical ergonomic mouse, and it's more like a full workstation mouse than a basic one. So the biggest thing is the comfort. Your hand sits in that natural handshake position, so your wrist isn't twisted all day, and the wrist rest is actually removable. Plus, there's even a pinky support, so your hand isn't just hanging off the desk. One of the craziest features, it has a OLED screen, which shows you your DPI, battery, and the connection mode right on the mouse. No guessing or opening softwares. You get the RGB lighting, which you can turn on or off depending on your setup, and it actually looks pretty clean. Plus, there are switchable panels, so you can change the back cover style if you want a different look. It connects wirelessly or wired, and once you get used to that shape, it feels natural for long working sessions. If you spend hours on a computer, this is one of those upgrades you'll notice pretty quickly. So alrighty guys, I'm going to tell you about this mouse for using it for so long. What are my thoughts, what are my gripes, and what are the issues and what I like about this. So already you heard the name, it is the Deluxe Seeker. It's my daily driver that I use today. And let's talk about what I love. I love the OLED screen. The OLED screen is amazing. It shows you battery percentage, DPI, and the mode it's connected to by. So it's showing the 2.4 gigahertz. It was connected by Bluetooth. I would see Bluetooth. It has a bunch of attachments magnetic attachment that you attach at the bottom, and then boom. So it has like an armrest. I don't like the armrest, so I removed it. It also has the mouse, another mouse wheel right here on the side, 2 buttons at the bottom. And we got a mouse wheel at the front, 2 buttons here, a button here to switch the RGB, and also to mess around with the DPI, and a button down here. Alrighty guys, this has been my favorite mouse. The battery life is decent. I probably charge it like once a week, or I'm gonna say probably twice a week the most. I probably charge it, but it is more of an expensive mouse, being that it's built. It's a more of a premium mouse, being that it's built with RGB, changeable back panels,
armrest attached, more buttons, a scroll wheel, and that I'm telling you that OLED screen had to put the price up. But if you're serious about gaming, if you're serious about owning a vertical mouse, you cannot go wrong with this one, guys. We do have a few notes right here for this mouse, so let's pull it up for anybody that wants to know more about the specs. Where is it? Where is this? So it is the Deluxe Seeker. So guys, it's one of the coolest features is that it has both the normal scroll wheel and a thumb operated horizontal scroll wheel using Bluetooth, USB 2.4 gigahertz wireless or wired. It has adjustable DPI of 800 to 4000 up to 7,200 available through the software. It says 6 programmable buttons plus customizable RGB if you do want to get more into that. This is probably the most packed mouse. This is probably the most mouse packed with the most features I've ever used. The screen, the scroll wheel, vertical. So you can't go wrong with getting something like the Deluxe Seeker if you want the best, most comfortable mouse, in my opinion. It doesn't get most better than this. But let's go on into another product, which is the TMKB wireless keyboard. Pull up the video, and we should have the video right here. And we're talking about this wired LED light mechanical mouse, TMKB. Right away, you have a nice box, a simple design, easy to unwrap and open with the instructions on it. You're greeted with the TMKB 60 mechanical keyboard, neatly protected and wrapped. Right beside it, you do have the accessories, the detachable USB-C keycap puller. Once it's connected, the LED's lights will turn on. It also comes with a kickstand at the bottom of the keyboard, which I do love so much. So guys, let me show you all the lights and also a key sound test. What do y'all think? All right, guys, so first thing, let's talk about the TMKB. So guys, this is a 60% keyboard. And what does 60% keyboard means? That it's not a full-size keyboard, so it doesn't have the FN buttons, it doesn't have the number pad buttons and all that stuff. Let's talk about what I do like about this keyboard first. First of all, I love how there is the buttons are, the keycaps are translucent, meaning that lights shine through, the RGB lights shine through them. So if I'm in a dark room, I can see them clearly, see all the buttons clearly, if you're not a keyboard whiz and know where all the buttons are. Secondly, I love the sound of this keyboard. I love how compact it is. It is wired. So guys, if you have a gripe with wired, I'll be showing y'all more keyboards that are Bluetooth or tri-mode that can connect via a Bluetooth or the 2.4 gigahertz. But this one is wired. What I also, another con for me personally is that it's only blue lights. I do think you can buy a more expensive option, but the one I have, it only goes with the blue lights. You cannot switch the RGB lighting colors. I've tried multiple times. I don't know if which software it's going to make a difference, but for me personally, it didn't make any much of a difference. But for that price, I can't complain. Comes with a good long card. The sound is solid. It has the kickstands at the back. It gives your mouse a lot of room. How much for it is that part? Yeah, gives your mouse a lot of room. It's $30, bro. $30 on Amazon. Yeah, we're live on Amazon right now, Dappa. We live on Amazon right now, baby. So it does have the detachable USB cable. It makes it easier for you to pack, guys. And it does also have the anti-ghosting, which is useful when you're pressing like multiple keys. If you're a gamer and you want to press multiple keys once in a game, let's say you're playing Fortnite and you want to put on a step on a wall at the same time, you can press the keyboard and not worry about it not registering. And the RGB light does add a touch to it, but for me personally, it is not my favorite keyboard. That's why I ended up switching. How long is the cord? It's probably like double the length of a normal standard USB charger. So it is a decent keyboard if you want a 60%. I go for more of a like a 75% keyboard. So this is why I made the switch. But for this price, I can't complain. And now let's jump on into the next keyboard, the one that I use the most and is still using right now, which is the Arcade Royal Clutch. Let's pull it up, baby. Where is it? All right, so I don't have the video here. Let me check where I have the video. Boom shakalaka laka laka. Boom shaka. So it should be. Then let's go RK. RK. Don't tell me I lost the video, man. If it's here, guys, let me pull up the video. All right, so it is this keyboard right here, guys. Let's pull up the ASMR video first, then we'll show y'all the next one. So this is the RK Royal Clutch, guys, and I'll be highlighting it right now. It's the RK Royal Clutch R98 Pro. And guys, we're gonna pull up the notes for this keyboard, then I'll let y'all know my thoughts on this keyboard. So first of all, guys, this is a 98% compact keyboard already layout. So already this is 2% off from being a full keyboard, but that's what 98% mean. It does comes with a number pad, so you can use the number pad. Secondly, what it includes a number pad, it has a gasket mount, and it's hot swappable. Hot swappable means that it's easy to change the keys by using like a keycap puller and putting new keys on. I love the two accent that this keyboard comes with, the different colors. It has a volume knob. So guys, I do have it right here. I am using it. I did switch out some of the keys. So it looks a bit different. I customized it to my liking, but more, that's a different thing. So we do have a volume knob to control the volume of the keys, or you can control the brightness of the RGBs. It's pre-loop switch, so it feels much smoother straight out of the box. You don't gotta customize it. You're getting that volume knob, quick adjustable. So if a 60% keyboard isn't your liking, you can get, or a 75 keyboard is also too small, you can go for something like this that is 98%, but it's still compact, meaning that it's not too big and it's not too small. More about this keyboard is that the price range is not bad right now, as Royal Clutch always try to keep their price pretty decent when it comes on to keyboard. But let's take a listen to the video. Alrighty, guys.
Your ideas change the world. Alright guys, let's be real. If you're hunting for a mechanical keyboard and you want that solid premium feel, that deep satisfying, but you're not trying to explain a $300 keyboard, don't worry, I got you. The problem with most cheap keyboards is that they feel hollow, they sound plastic, and they rattle a lot. But if you want a keyboard that feels and sound like a high-end custom build existed for a fraction of the price, this is the RK Royal Clutch R98 Pro. Say that 5 times fast. And today we're going to find out if it's the budget king or just another pretender. Let's engineer specially to give that soft, deep, and muted sound. Let's hear it. That is the definition of talky. It's deep, creamy sound. Pause.
Alrighty, guys, so that is the RK Royal Clutch R98 Pro, and this is my daily keyboard drivers. Guys, if you want to know the keycaps I put on it, that I changed on it, let me know by commenting down below, and I can also do a future video on that one, as these keycaps are transparent, meaning that if I turn the lights off, I can see the letters in my keyboard. The regular keycaps that come with the Royal Clutch does not include that. It is also tri-mode connectivity, so you can connect it via USB-C, via the Bluetooth, or connect it with that 2.4 gigahertz by just plugging it into your desktop, your PC, or your laptop. I don't use the number pad a lot, but I do also want access to the FN keys. So a keyboard like this is very suitable, very great for me personally. But let's get on. If you want something a little bit smaller and you don't want to use the number caps, check out the Yunzi B75 Pro. Let's pull that video up so you guys can take a look at that one and let's know if that's a better keyboard for you. You got to be the judge of that. All right, let's go right here, and pulling up these videos take a bit of a while. So here we go. All right, so we got it. We did do a review on it the earlier stream. So for now, let's pull it out so you guys can see it. And let's take a listen to the video and let's see if this is worth your time, baby.
ZB. Wow, first off, the knob on the top, it's huge. I can twist it to adjust the volume or long press it to switch between the sound control and the RGB lighting. The build is super solid. You got that 75% layout with 82 keys, hot swappables, pin support, and slick gasket mount design with 5 layers of dampering padding, quiet, soft, and totally premium. You also got a full tri-mode connectivity. You can connect via USB-C wired, 2.4 gigahertz wireless, and Bluetooth for up to 3 devices, throwing a 4000 milliamp battery, and you're set for a long session. RGB lighting looks insane. You have that south-facing LEDs, making the keys glow like they're floating. You can also customize every key in the software on Windows only. Typing on the pre-loop switches is buttery smooth. Whether you're gaming, working, streaming, or typing, this one device delivers. So if you're ready to upgrade your setup, the Yunzi.
All right, guys, so that is a look on the Yunzi B75 Pro, and already versus the RK Royal Clutch, you can see that it is smaller. It doesn't have the big number caps. Let me see if I can hold them both side by side for you guys. This might be a bit difficult, but if I pull this off, I'm the GOAT. All right, so you can see the size difference. Whoops. The size difference, it is a 60% keyboard, so you can see the size difference right there. So if you want a more smaller keyboard and you want similar specs to the RK Royal Clutch, the Yunzi B75 Pro is that keyboard. It is also a wireless mechanical keyboard, just like it also has that tri-mode connectivity, so you can connect it by Bluetooth, 2.4 gigahertz, or also by your card. But if you're like a more aesthetic design, I would say go for this. You can see the heart shape on it, and the heart shape, and also the space bar. This one is around similar price, but you're not losing much because you do have the volume knob to control your volume of your computer, and also the RGB lights of this. Let's turn it on so you guys can see a look. There we go. I don't think you guys are gonna see a great look. There is around 15 different presets for the RGB lights. It also doesn't come with transparency keys, so you can't see through the keycaps, but they're very inexpensive to afford some of those keycaps to change these. And this has a more aesthetic look if you want a more if you just want a more aesthetic, smaller keyboard that does all the same stuff and sound very similar to this, to the RK, I would say check out the Yunzi B75 Pro. Let's read some of the notes we got. It is a 75%, 82 keys, multi-functional knob. It keeps, it also has a gasket mount design and 5 layers of padding, meaning that it's gonna sound relaxed. And when you press these buttons, you're not gonna like have to go deep in. You can just press them right at the top and not worry about pressing them too loud or going in. It has a 4000 milliamp battery, so it's practical. It's a wireless everyday keyboard, so you probably gonna charge this like once a week because that 4000 battery is gonna hold out for very long. Hot swappables, so it's so easy to switch out the keys just like the previous keyboard. And it has a south-facing RGB lights, so the lights are facing down, not too much up in your face. But if you just want a smaller keyboard and the R98 Royal Clutch is too big, you can check out the Yunzi. These are both keyboards that I highly recommend, and I'll keep on recommending them to anybody that wants to try getting a quality keyboard without breaking the bank. All right, let's show y'all the next product we got, which is a speaker, and it is the Cyber Acoustics speaker, baby. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it on up to the east side. Bring it on up to the east side.
This is one of those small upgrades you actually notice right away. These are the Cyber Acoustics B speaker bar, guys, and it clips right underneath your monitor and runs off a single USB connection, so you don't need no setup, no pairing, just plug and play. Let's do a quick little sound test right here.
Don't wanna trip and fall in love.
So guys, what do you think of this sound? It also has that LED light that can sync with your audio, so it adds a bit of glow to your desk setup without feeling over the top. If you want the clearer sound without dealing with bulky speakers, this is a simple upgrade that makes a huge difference on your desk.
Yes, sir. So those are the Cyber Acoustics. What's up, Flaming Fire? Appreciate the love, man, for dropping in the stream. So those are the Cyber Acoustics, and they're the 2890 Pro. And these, I have them home right now. Let me show y'all them. Let's pull it out. So these, what I like about these is that I do have another speaker, but if I didn't, this would be a great speaker for someone that has a small desk, because all you have to do is clamp them on to the bottom of your piece of your monitor, and they should be good. They have LED lights. You can even connect this to your phone while it's connected. You can even connect it to your phone while it's connected to your PC, so you can take calls. It has a built-in mic, so if you want to talk through the mic of this, you can do that. It is fairly inexpensive, so you don't have to spend too much. It is wired and Bluetooth at the same time, but it needs some form of power going to it to be able to control the LED lights. At the top you have 4 buttons right here. So it has a volume up, volume down, different type of mode, charging mode. And let's talk about some of the talking points we got here. It connects via USB-A or USB-C. It can we mentioned that built-in Bluetooth, and also has a echo cancellation, so it helps to pick up voice during calls. It's great for someone that has a minimalistic desk or just wants 2 separate speakers for when they're taking a call, and one that's not playing they're not blasting out their phone audio while they're listening to their phone. And I'm just a sucker for a good speaker that has a great RGB light. I'm gonna let y'all take another listen to the speaker and let me know what y'all think of the sound once we're done. Where is it? Bring it up right here.
Don't wanna trip.
If your laptop speaker sounds weak, this is one of those small upgrades you actually notice right away. These are the Cyber Acoustics B speaker bar, guys, and it clips right underneath your monitor and runs off a single USB connection, so you don't need no setup, no pairing, just plug and play. Let's do a quick little sound test right here.
Don't wanna trip and fall in love.
So guys, what do you think of this sound? It also has that LED light that can sync with your audio, so it adds a bit of glow to your desk setup without feeling over.
Yes, sir. And that is the Cyber Acoustics. Cyber Acoustics. I can't even speak no more. And that's about it for all the stuff that I got to show you in this Amazon video. How much is a full setup cost? So it depends on the full setup that you want to build. Most of these stuff that I show you are very inexpensive when it comes on to pricing, because you're getting them for pretty cheap prices. I don't know if I can fully go into some of the prices here, but I do know that the Yunzi does have 25% off. I'll be highlighting the ones that have deals right now. And also we do got a deal on the Version Tech keyboard, and also the keyboard cleaner that I'll recommend to everybody. My PC case is fairly inexpensive also. But guys, you can get a solid setup You can get all this stuff for under $1,000 easily, guys, and you can get a solid setup easily for cheap prices. And I'll recommend for anyone starting out for their first time to get one of these Fifine mics. Fifine, when it comes on the mics, are the GOAT. You don't gotta be spending bank. This is the mic that I use for years, and I sound great for it. Sometimes I prefer it than the mic that I'm using now, and it is another Fifine mic. But when it comes on to making good mics, Fifine, don't sleep on them when it comes on to cheap, affordable mics. And also, let's talk about a few of the products that we did go into already before we get live. So let me bring up a video comparing both the keyboards that I showed you guys today, which is the Yunzi and also the RK Royal Clutch, so you guys can be the judge of which one is the right keyboard for you. Bring it up.
And today we're comparing two mechanical keyboards, the Yunzi B75 Pro and the Royal Clutch R98. Let's get on into the video and see which one of these keyboards are right for you. So first off, we're going to start with the Yunzi B75 Pro. And guys, this is a 75% keyboard. So what does that mean? It's a 75% a keyboard. It's not 100%. So it's smaller than more compact ones. You still get that knob, that hot swappable keys, that Bluetooth 2.4 and a wired mode. And its battery is up to 4,000 milliamp battery. This version I'm looking at is the pink one. Side note, guys, for this review, as you can see, I did switch out the keys. I'm going to show y'all how the original keys look that it came with, because they are not transparent, meaning that light won't pass through them and give them a nice look, just like these ones. So if you're interested to have a more keys where the light can pass through them, I'll be linking the keycaps I put on the Yunzi B75 Pro to get that look, guys. Next, we have the big boy out of the bunch, and this is the RK Royal Clutch R98 Pro. And this is the bigger keyboard. It gives you that 98% layout, which means you keep the number pad and also get something that feels much closer to a full keyboard, but it still saves a little bit of desk space compared to full-size keyboard. It does have that knob, hot swap support, Bluetooth 2.4 gigahertz wired, and a huge 7,500 milliamp powered battery. The battery size is almost as double as the Yunzi B75 Pro. So let's do this round by round.
Alrighty, guys, so as you can see, those are some of my recommendations for desk products for Amazon, and these are products that I use today and I still use them. I have the Deluxe Seeker using right now. I have the R98, the Royal Clutch using. I use all these products that I recommend, and I've tried them because I want to make a channel that is honest towards reviews. There's a lot of times products have reached out to me to just make videos on products without having them, and I've turned down the offer because I know I want to live by an honest code and give you all stuff that I have tried before, and that's how I'm going to continue living. This is why I have all these products here that I've used, and if I have not have them, I won't recommend them. So thank you guys for dropping in today's live stream. If you ever want to talk to your boy, feel free to comment down below, say anything to your boy. I respond to each and every comment. Hope you all have an amazing, blessed day. Thank you for dropping in to this next Amazon Live. Peace.